You dealt me, I don't know, 27 damage this turn.
Yes, I did.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new Flesh and Blood video. Today we are playing armory decks. I have Arachne slip through the cracks, and in front of me, all the way from Denmark, Simon Nielsen.
Hi everyone, I am still here in Italy, and I am bringing the Rhinar deck that came out last month.
You did, whereas my Arachne slip through the cracks came out just a few days ago, so our decks are just very, very hot, and we're not just playing them as they come outside of the box. We are making improvement, $50, 50 euros improvements. Last summer, we played Gravy Bones against Ira. It was a very, very close matchup. Go check it out. It was such a good game.
Where Ira didn't even need the $50 improvement.
That's true. But today, both of us are making those improvements, and here you can see them. So we're gonna quickly go through them. I have Kiss of Death, Tarantula Toxin. Those are 6 majestic, very, very important. They combo with each other. Kiss of Death is extremely good with another legendary equipment, Flick Knives. This equipment used to be so expensive. I paid it $100. But now they were printed in the last set in Super Slam, and you can find it for $20 on TCG Player. So thanks to that, I'm able to make those changes, and with just $50, I was able to add these 20 cards. What about you, Simon?
Yeah, I also got to upgrade my deck for 20 or so cards, and this version of Rhinar is built around the beat chest mechanic, where you can choose and discard what you want to discard to it. And that means, you're not relying on those random discards like Brutes are known for. So I really wanted to maximize all the effects that have a trigger when discarded. Beast Within, Sea Legs, Massacre, all of those are maxed out in this deck, as well as Blood Rush Bellow, of course, the Brute Master card. I also upgraded my equipment, but actually downgraded from Majestic to some commons and rares here, but they served me well in the build of this deck.
All right, so I've played this matchup at the Copenhagen Callings, where you, Simon, were commentating, and I was down playing, and I won that match with my Arachne versus Rhinar. Let's see if you can avenge that player over there. But yeah, I'm excited to play. Let's go. All right, Simon, you are the guest, so you get to go first. Normally in Flesh and Blood, it's not very good, but in Rhinar, I heard you want to start.
Yeah, Rhinar can do some crazy things on the first turn. If I get to intimidate a bunch of cards out of your hand and deal a bunch of damage, and yeah, that's what I'll attempt to do.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. We can start.
Okay.
I start from 38 to remember. You start from 40. The remember is for me because,
you tend to mess that up.
I forget that
yes.
part.
All right, I'm going to start with an oldie but goldie beat chest card here. It's called Bonebreaker Bellow. So it's cost 1, and it says I can beat chest, which means discarding a card from my hand with power 6 or more. So I'm going to discard this Rawhide Rumble. And the reason that Mengu lays out his cards is because that will trigger Rhinar. Rhinar says, whenever I discard a card with 6 or more power during my turn, I get to intimidate you, which means I take away one of your cards at random. Just going to pick this one. And that one goes away into your banish zone. You will get it back, no worry, at the end of the turn, but you do not get to block with this turn.
Yeah, so Rhinar was one of the first heroes back in 2019 when the game just started. Rhinar was one of the heroes, still legal in CC. They trying to make it better and better with, we'll see later, but there's definitely some armory deck cards that are unique for that deck. So yes, your next attack is going to get +3. Correct?
Yes, but +5 if I've beaten chest this turn, which I have. So I've beaten my chest, discarded the Rawhide Rumble, and I'm going to play another beat chest card. Now the beauty about beat chest cards is that I don't have to discard a 6 to each of them, because they all say if you have beaten chest this turn. So I'm going to play a new card here, Smell Fear. You scared?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, so this one says if I've beaten chest this turn, I intimidate you. So I'm going to pick another one of your cards. I'm going to pick the middle one this time. And then my next brute attack gets +3 if I intimidate you to 2 or more times, which I have, because there's 2 cards in here. So now it's +5, +3, and I send my Romping Club. This is my weapon. It attacks for 4, but if I've discarded a 6 power attack this turn, it gets +1. So it's 5 for this one, 3 from here, and 5 from here. 13 damage coming in. You only have 2 cards left to block with.
Wow, that's super cool. So you did like a 4 cards 13, which is not exciting, but what you did was that you made sure that I couldn't block with 2 cards.
Yes, so on turn 0 specifically, where you would normally get to replenish those cards, well, you get these back first, and then you don't get the full value out of the hand. So yeah, I'm gonna leak some damage here in the first turn, which is very good.
That's super good. All right, so I'm gonna block with this two. Notably, take up the mantle, a reprint. It used to be quite expensive in the armory deck, so make sure to check about that. I'm also gonna block with Inverter's Night Cowl, mostly because I don't know what I'm going to draw. Maybe I draw a card that actually wants me to block with this. So yeah, I'm gonna block for 7, taking 6.
6 damage on the first turn here, and an equipment taking. Yeah, so go to 32, and yeah, so you start with a little bit of an 8-point life deficit here. Let's see if you can make up for it.
And you don't Arsenal, which is also just very not a normal game so far.
Yeah, normally you would always end your turn 0 by arsenaling a card, but I essentially gave up my arsenal to deal you 7 damage, so I think it was worth it.
If you love Flesh and Blood, if you want to see more Flesh and Blood video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We need that number to go up. You know, my channel is mostly Magic, but lately, since the summer, I've convinced LSS to do more and more video. I've convinced Simon, I've convinced Filippo Barbani to come here, play Flesh and Blood with me. So make sure to check out the older videos, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you more and more times. Also at the tournaments, because I love Flesh and Blood. I'm going everywhere. I have here an Art of Desire body. When it hits a hero, banish a top card of their deck. If it's red, I draw a card and gain 1 life. It has Go Again because my Arachne Slip Through the Cracks says the first attack with stealth, each turn it gets Go Again.
Right, so yeah, so this is coming in here, and it has a scary on-hit if you could hit a red from the top. I think I'm going to let this one hit me.
All right, no attack reaction, you go to 37. Come on, Simon, give me a red.
I will not give you a red. I will not. Oh!
Yes, very important there. So I gain 1 life.
Uh-huh.
And I draw a
33.
card. Okay, that's nice. Pitch a blue to send a Hunter's Clave. It has Go Again, and if it hits you, I mark you.
It's fine, I'll take the 1 damage.
All right.
I'll go to 36 and get marked.
Damage, and you get marked, 36. I'm gonna continue playing it Infect. Now, this is stealth, but it doesn't have Go Again anymore. For now, and it says when it hits a hero, create a Blood Rot Pox token under control. I have 1 resource and 2 cards in my hand.
I think I'm just gonna block this one for 6.
For 6?
Or for 3, sorry.
Oh, I was like,
yeah,
what?
yeah. I'm gonna block with a 6 power, but yeah, not it only blocks with 3.
All right. I don't have any pump spell, but I do have an attack reaction. I'm gonna sacrifice my Stalker Step. Now, normally Assassin used to pay Snapdragon Scalers to give Go Again. This is a slightly upgrade to that because it has Arcane Barrier 1. Now, it doesn't matter in this matchup, but in other matchups, it'd be nice to have Arcane Barrier on top of a pretty cool leg equipment.
Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, get Go Again on that one. So you get to send even more damage?
I'm gonna attack again. I have another Infect here. Still, 1 resource floating.
I think I will just block here with the Sand Sketch Plant once more.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't draw any attack reaction in this hand. It'd be very, very good here.
Yes.
So I'm just going to Arsenal this card and pass the turn to you, but at least you end the turn marked, which is good.
Exactly. So you got to send, some going wide, and you made me like second guess whether or not you had an attack react effect, how much is your block, etc. Disrupt me a little bit, and that's the essential game plan of Arachne here.
Yeah, the mind damage.
Okay, the mind damage indeed. I'm just gonna play a Sigil of Cycles.
Oh, wow.
At the start of my next turn, it will destroy itself, and I discard a card, draw a new card. But then of course, if I discard a 6, I get all these extra effects. So yeah, it's kind of a fine blue to play in this deck. You can set up for some nice big turns. And I'm just gonna pitch this Beast Within and send Romping Club for 4. Very unassuming turn here. Hopefully getting into something better later.
Take 1.
Okay, you take a single point of damage down
32.
to 32.
Okay, let's go. I have a double trouble. This is a stealth. If I've played or activated 2 attack reaction, it gains +2, and I exile the top 2 cards of your deck. This is an upgrade. It's a very cheap card though, so very easy to upgrade. I really love double trouble.
Yes, I will. This is just pure damage, so I'm very fine with just taking this damage now. I have a good hand.
I actually do have attack reactions. I have 2 of them.
Oh, so you're just gonna go ham here?
Yeah, the first is Razor's Edge, which is gonna give it +3. And the second one, because you're marked, I get to play this for free. It stays on the red back, it gets +3. Double Trouble gets its bonus, so it's a 5 + 6, 11.
Wow, okay, so 11 damage coming in. I'll go to 25.
You go 25 and you banish the top 2 cards of your deck and you lose the mark.
Sure, okay, so that part does not matter much, because you know, I still have plenty of cards to play with.
And that's it. Even though I have go again, I'm gonna leave my arsenal untouched, and you can go. While Simon thinks about his big brain line, I wanna shout out the sponsors of the show. Ultimate Guard and TCG Player are the reason we get to do these more videos, and of course, LSS for sending us the Armory deck, flying Simon all the way from Denmark and supporting us. So thank you to all the sponsors. If you love Flesh and Blood, make sure to check them out. TCG Player is the place where you go get and buy those Armory deck, and Ultimate Guard is the place where you can just leave them, put them in your bag, and all the things that you need for heading to your Armory, calling, Flesh and Blood, Tier 4 event, whatever it is. Let's get back into the game. Simon, have you figured out a line?
So my sigil cycles will start by breaking, so I discard a card. I'm going to discard Beast Within.
Ooh.
So this is a nice one. If it's put into my graveyard from anywhere other than the combat chain, so for instance, if it's discarded, I get to flip cards from the top of my deck until I hit a 6, and then I lose life for each card I flip this way. So yeah, card that can kill you if you get it when you're too low, but I'm at 25, so I should be fine. I'll also intimidate. I'll intimidate this one now, and Beast Within will trigger. So Blood Rush Bellow goes away, Smell Fear goes away, and Bear Swing goes into my hand.
You take 3 damage.
I do take 3 damage, so I'm at 22.
22, wow, Simon. This
but I also draw a card from the sigil, so I think it's possible it actually should have been in the other order, but yeah, you know. Ooh, wait, that was a good draw. I'm going to play Blood Rush Bellow, and I will discard a random card. So the first I do the random.
True.
So this is one card here. I discard a random card, and if I discard a 6, this one gets go again, and I draw 2 cards. And then all my brute attacks this turn get +2. So very powerful effect here. And I, of course, made sure that all the cards left in my hand are 6s. So you discard this.
Yes.
It is Sea-Legs.
Wow.
So when Sea-Legs is discarded, man, this deck is just popping off now, I get a Gold Kiss Rum. So this token I can use to give go again to an effect, but Rhinar gets drunk for a little bit.
Yeah, so you intimidate me because you discarded Sea-Legs.
So I intimidate here, and then I will draw 2 cards. Okay, so let's see if we can make this turn function even better. I could have also used my Beaten Trackers on this random discard from Blood Rush Bellow. Notably, Beaten Trackers does not work on Beat Chest, because Beat Chest is not random. But there are a couple of these random effects where oftentimes you just have a single card in hand to discard anyways. But because I got the Gold Kiss Rum, I felt like I'm going to be fine without the extra go again. And so let's see, what do I do here? So yeah, I'm actually going to use my Hardened Cross Strap to reduce the cost of my next brute attack. Or my next attack that costs 2 or more.
You're going wide here.
Yes, my next attack is going to cost 2 less here, and I'm going to play Bear Destruction. So this one is another Beat Chest effect, but this is the true Beat Chest. I really want some resonance. So it only works if I don't have a chest piece anymore. So I have the full bare-chested Beat Chest. So when this attacks, if I've beaten chest this turn and don't control chest equipment, it gets go again, and then my next brute attack gets +2.
All right, so you haven't beaten chest yet.
I haven't beaten chest yet, so I'll discard this Wrecker Rump, nice blue 6 here, which will trigger Rhinar and get away this card. As we've been intimidated 3 times already this turn.
Yes.
And that means that this one, it's gonna come in for 8, since it's buffed by the Blood Rush Bellow. 8, go again. And my next attack will get +2.
You know what? I actually am gonna leverage that I have a higher life total than you. I'm taking 8 here.
Okay.
Down to 24.
Oh, you're not gonna have a higher life total for long.
No, I'm sure I don't.
Take 8 here. Because you know what? I will use my Gold Kiss Rum already.
Wow.
So this taps my Rhinar as he drinks it, and then he won't untap at the end of the turn for 1 turn. So he's drunk for a little bit because he's not a pirate. But that's okay. The only effect that would tap him is other Gold Kiss Rums. And then I'll send this Romping Club here. It's gonna come in for 7.
7 because you beat a chest. It has go again because of the Rhinar.
Yes, exactly.
I'll take it. I'll take 7, down to 17.
Okay, so yeah, I guess your hand is pretty nice. Remember though that my next brute attack is still to come, like brute attack action. So it's still gonna get +2 from this, and +2 from this.
Yeah.
And then it is Bear Swing, and it says if I've beaten chest this turn and I don't have a chest equipment, it gets +2 again. So this one is 7 +2 +2 +2. 13 damage.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna block you for 1, thinking 12 here. Down to 5 I go. Jeez.
Wow, okay. So let's see if you can make up the life deficit now. Yeah, that was a very good turn. And yeah, all thanks to all thanks to taking 3 damage off my beast within.
All right, so we're 5 to 22. I mean, you was at 30. I was at 32 last turn. You dealt me, I don't know, 27 damage this turn.
Yes, I did.
Crazy. All right, well, it is what it is, the Blood Rush Bellow Life. I'm gonna start with Prowl. This is a new card, I think. When this attacks, the next attack you with Stealth, I play this combat chain gaze +1.
That's actually from Outsiders.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
but
not
you
a
didn't play
reprint.
back then, so yeah.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
didn't know.
That's when I started.
Anyway, it's a 3 go again. My next attack with Stealth will get +1.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're at 5 life. So I actually don't need to line up that much Intimidate in order to kill you. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna start by taking this damage here.
All right, so you take 3, you get a 19. And then I'm gonna send a Mark of the Black Widow for 4.
Right. Okay, so now you're gonna take away cards from my hand for sure. And it feels very likely that you have some sort of way to, maybe give this go again or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and block with my Beaten Trackers and this Bear Swing and this Massacre.
Wow.
So blocking for 7 here, playing around you, giving +3 to this thing.
All right, instead what I'm gonna do is I'll Flick Knives this Mark of the Huntsman, which will hit you. You get 18, you're marked.
I get marked because I got hit by the dagger. Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Razor's Edge.
Oof.
So this becomes a 7. And I'm gonna go Stain on the red back. So this
Wow,
becomes
okay, so me blocking 7 was not enough.
10.
Okay, that's rough. So I just take
3, you
3
get a
damage down to
15,
15.
and you banish a card from your hand.
Okay, let's see here. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this Splatter Skull.
You're no longer marked. And now I have to think, because I do have go again, so I can send one more attack from my arsenal. But I'm not going to, so I'll just close the chain and pass the turn to you.
Yeah, I just remembered that my Rhinar is actually still drunk, so it's gonna stay tapped here, and I'm gonna just attack you with Rumping Club for 4. Nothing special.
Nothing special. All right, my hand is kind of special, so pretty happy about it. I'll block with Shred and take 1, down to 4.
Down to 4 you go. Okay, so 15 to 4. And yeah, finally my Rhinar is no longer drunk off the rum and gets to untap.
All right, I have drawn a very good end, Simon. I'm gonna start by cracking my Inverter's Night Cowl. This says, whenever I play an attack action card with Stealth, I'll gain 1 resource. And I'm gonna attack with Kiss of Death. This is a super powerful Majestic that I upgraded for my deck. It has Stealth, so it's gonna give me 1 resource because of my chess piece. When this hits a hero, you lose 1 life. But notably, this is a dagger, so it's relevant with Flick Knives, with Tarantula Toxin, very, very good card in my deck.
Yeah, you mentioned Tarantula Toxin. That would be able to give this +3 and -3 to my block, so I just don't want to block this thing if I can afford it. And I'm at 15, so I can probably afford it.
You pass priority to me. I'm gonna use this resource to play Spike with Blood Rot. Now, this is a super powerful combo that I'm so glad I put together. But yeah, for now, it's just 6 damage and you get a Blood Rot Pox.
So 7 damage as well, because it hits. So I'm going to 8.
I'm gonna leave this here for, well, reasons. I don't need to know why. And then I'm sending you Meat Madness. This is also a new card, a new Majestic. Only you can find in this Armory deck in 3 copies. So once you purchase the Armory deck, you don't need any more copies. And this is when it hits a hero, choose 1 at random. Card banished from your hand, from your arsenal, from the top of the deck. Well, arsenal top of the deck, not very good, but from your hand, very, very good.
All right, so we might be in a position where I just have to hope that you don't get a card from my hand here, because I would really like to spend my entire hand to, to kill you here, because I just need to push over 4 damage, right? So it's not that much if I can intimidate you enough. So I think I'm just gonna block here with the Echo Cask, and let me make sure that I don't die to this. This should be fine. Okay, I just blocked for 1 here.
All right, in attack reaction, I'm gonna Flick Knives. I'm sending you the Kiss of Death.
Right.
Sending you the Kiss of Death isn't...
Because you can sacrifice the Kiss of Death to Flick Knives because it is a dagger.
Exactly.
Which normally you wouldn't be able to use this on attack actions.
For sure. So this is not just 1 damage. This is a lot more.
Okay.
It's 1 damage from Flick Knives, 1 damage from Kiss of Death.
Because it hits me, right? Just as when the dagger hits me and I get marked,
you
I
go
lose
to
a life.
6.
So I go to 6.
But also 1 more Blood Rot Pox, because the Blood Rot Pox says whenever your thing that targeted with stealth hits. So you do have 2 blood red pots.
Yes.
Although by the feeling of it, it seems like
hold on. There's still an attack that has to hit.
True. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you take 2 here.
Yes, so I also take 2 from there, and I have 2 blood reds. So I go to 4 life with 2 blood reds in play, and I have no blues in hand. So let's see if this goes the right way.
Need madness now. Let's roll a dice.
Okay, so on 1 to 2, you take a card from my hand. 3 to 4, nothing happens, and 5 to 6, you take the top card. All right, let's see what it is.
Oh!
No! Oh, that is so rough.
I rolled a 1. Which normally is not good in games, but you know, Need madness, you really want to roll a 1. So you choose a card from your hand. It's your choice, Simon.
I'm gonna reveal to you, Mengu. I was gonna intimidate you for 3 cards and attack you for 11, which would have killed you. But now I can only do 8. And if I spend my entire hand here, I'll die to these blood rod pucks.
Thanks to the power of me rolling dice.
Yeah, so this is just brutal here. And since I don't have a blue, I have to like keep a yellow and a red to pay for the blood red pucks. So it's just awful. I'm gonna banish this assault and battery from my hand. I do not need that.
Okay, so you're at 4. I'm at 4. I draw 4, and you can go.
Yes. So I'm not gonna do anything special because again, I need to pay for the blood red pucks. I could send a romping club here and take away a card from you. But I could also arsenal something and just hope that your hand is so bad that I maybe can get you next turn. So I think that's actually what I'll do. I'll just pay into one of these blood red pucks, take 2 damage from the other one, and go to 2 life. I'm gonna pass the turn here, arsenaling a card.
Ooh, you give me full tempo. My hand's not great, but I think it'll do it. You're at 2 life. Yeah, let's go. Let's start with Hunter's Clave, which will eat a card from your hand.
Yeah, I will just block this one for 3.
Yeah. Then I have my first attack, which is going to be a Mark of the Funnel Web. You, Simon, I put this card in my arsenal on turn 0. Turn 1, you never made arsenal the whole game.
Wow, okay, but now you're finally there.
Yeah. I would have lost the game with my arsenal the whole time.
All right, I think I will just have to block this one for 3.
You're at 2?
Is that enough to kill me?
It is.
Oh no, Mengu, why?
I've got a blue shred here.
Oh, the blue shred. -2 defense.
With my blue hand.
Yeah. Yep, I take 2 damage, and yeah, that is game.
All right, woo! Arachne, sleep to the cracks, beats Rhinar. All it took was to roll 1 with your dice, you know? Sometimes that's all you need. But no, I think we got to show the power of our decks. We got to show the improvements. But nonetheless, this is a very good product that LSS does, the Armory deck. The way I started Flesh and Blood was to buy the KU Armed and Dangerous Armory deck, and you know I bought the Blood Rush Bellow and the improvement. So you can that's something that you can definitely do. But yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more Flesh and Blood content, check it out because me and Simon made a Silver Age video just last month. Also, a very cheap way to enter the game. And Simon, thank you so much for coming. I hope you are having fun. Maybe, you know, next time I'll roll a 6 and you'll win the game.
Or I roll a 6 because I'm playing a different brute.
All right, yes, that's true. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.